Morning. Morning. I'm in a different place. I'm in my study. I'm in my newly decorated study. It's very nice. It is. It's really lovely. And I'm stuck here. I'm just about in front of the window. I might need to move over a little bit. But can you see me? I feel like I'm... can you hear me? Is it too big a space? It is actually smaller than the dining room, so we should be all right. So let me just get rid of that. Just get rid of that there. The door. The lappy, because I don't need that in front of me when I'm talking to you, because that's not very sociable, is it? That's not giving you my full attention at all, is it? Good morning, Tracy, painter extraordinaire, and little writer. Beautiful, thank you. Those of you who had an email will know exactly what I'm talking about. So good morning, Lynn Faulkner and Elaine Newham. Well, it's good to see you here as well. And Margaret Bowler's watching. And Judith, I hope you got the magazines. Others will get theirs as soon as I can get myself back out, I will get myself back out. So, morning, Linda Bichetto and Dan Gamble and Pat Sprout. Pat Sprout. Those prayers in that pre-recorded service this morning. Well, I tell you, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. We're very, very blessed with the beautiful people that can preach a good word. Thank you, Rod, and thank you, Philip, for actually leading that service as well. And also to Pat for the prayers, and to Rod for the preaching, and to Margaret, of course, for Cool Kids. You know, get your kids to tune in at least to that bit, because that would be good, wouldn't it? You know, if you could watch it together, if you could do that. You know, if it was my hair's a bit curly this morning. I've washed it this morning, so it's one of them days I've had to tuck it behind my ears because it just goes all over the place. Although I'm probably going to keep to this colour, to be fair. I'm not going to go back darker, I don't think. I'm not going to keep to the spray, because that's a bit of a nuisance, to be fair. But yeah, yeah, it's all right. I quite like it. I think I quite like it. So, good morning, Judith. Tell me if you want any more magazines, and I'll pop them some more through your door. I certainly haven't finished yet, not for a long chalk. I haven't. So, Peggy Davis, good to see you too. Welcome, everybody. For those, I know those of you here who are popping up and saying good morning and sending me beautiful love hearts and thumbs up. It's great to be with you. For those of you that are maybe tuning in for the first time, then my name's Wendy Murphy. I'm Minister of St Paul's at the bottom of Carlton Hill in Carlton. Hey, Roy Beckett's got out of bed. Look at you, Roy Beckett. I'm impressed, totally impressed. Thank you for pressing your button this morning, Roy. So welcome to St Paul's Facebook page. It's Sunday. It's June the 28th. It's 11 o'clock. June the 28th, when I was typing, I thought, where is this year going? You know, to say we've been on lockdown for almost 4 months. What is going on with the days? They just seem to be flying by, don't they? Good morning, Eileen Brown. It's good to see you, darling. Good to see you all. And you too, Margaret Bowler. Good to see you. So, how you doing? I tell you what, I know it's a bit of a nuisance, the rain. I was so grateful for it yesterday. You know, I'm not grateful to be in the rain because I don't have an umbrella. I don't. So I've tried umbrellas, and as I've said before, umbrellas don't do so very well. I mean, people buy me beautiful umbrellas. I've even had one from Marks and Spencer's, and I just leave them behind. Wherever I go, I leave them behind. It's a bit of a nuisance, it is. So I don't bother. I just stick my hood up on my jacket and look like you look when you've got hood up on your jacket. Morning, Aurelie, and morning, Lynn Hewitt. Good to see you again. It is. So, like I say, I was a bit I was more than grateful for a bit of rain because I was really struggling on Friday, as I'm sure we all were. I was struggling on Wednesday as well. You know, the dog can't go out for very long at all, so that don't bode well with me because I like to do the hour. As you already know, she's gone. She's not even there. She just wants to get out there and get back. Thank you very much. So she's not at all bothered this morning. I did walk her for a bit longer because I have posted some newsletters. So look out for your newsletter. It'll be with you over the next couple of days. It is. I don't do hot. I don't do muggy because it just exhausts you, don't it? And I'm already exhausted before I start. We want to wish our Liz Tetley, warm housewarming wishes because she moved into her new own home on Friday, and we wish you well, Liz, and every blessing on you and Mark and all those people I know will visit you, even if it's to sit in the garden, and that includes me. I'll bring wine. I promise. I'll bring wine. So what about all those? I mean, here we are. Are we still 1 metre or are we 2 metre? Does anybody know? And if you look at the beaches, Skegness and Bournemouth, really, does anybody care? Indeed not. Indeed not. No. Oh, bless. I mean, if the pictures can be believed, so how do we know what's fake and what's true these days? I mean, it just beggars belief, doesn't it, really, that people would go out and do that, really. It's just incredible. But, hey, seeing is believing, at least it could be. So if we were thinking that we might see what we see on the telly and see if it's true, because you see, Lucy was there with Maya and with Holly on Thursday, and she showed us, she was very great, she showed us a picture of the beach where the girls were on, and they were building sandcastles, and it didn't look like very many people there, so it's hard to know what to believe, isn't it, really? So, anyway, all those people, if they were on Bournemouth and Skegness and every other beach in the country, then they certainly have, well, not even a metre rule. I don't think. It was just do what you like, when you like, where you like. Goodness me. And it's not just that, is it? It's the effect it has on the rest of us, really. So, it will be great though, won't it, when we can welcome even more people into our spaces, be that our homes, our gardens. You know, I can't wait until we can have this garden full again, you know, of you all, because that's how, as you know, that's how me and Pete roll, and it seems far too long since we've done that. But we will wait and we will do things properly, because that's what we have to do, because we have to care for one another and love one another and keep one another safe. So that's how we do that, by caring for each other and keeping our distance and trying to do the right thing. And that goes for church too. I know you're all as eager as me to get back into the building, and that's all well and good. And believe you me, Tracy Orty, it will be a party time. It will be a welcome like you have never seen. It will. And we just wait for that day. We watch and we wait until we can all go back in the building and we can all have some sense of normality, or even the new normality, whatever that's going to look like. So what a fabulous welcome we'll give each other, and we'll give to people who come through the doors, because that's what we're famous for, our hospitality, our welcomes. Good morning, Jean Smith. Good to see you. We're very famous for our hospitality. Not going to name them all, because I name them all the time, because I'm very, very proud of what us, that's all of us, at St Paul's do in the hospitality stakes, and we wouldn't be able to do that unless we were together as a church and we were working towards the same goal, and that's to make Jesus known in this community, isn't it? And we do that, we show our love, because we know love is a doing word, and so we show our love by the things that we do. Good morning, our Alex. Good to see you, my darling. So it's a doing word, isn't it? And so, boy, are we going to have a great welcome back and a great church party even. I'm had wine, not yet, at any rate. I probably will this afternoon, but I'm not having any now. Well, I'll have some with my Sunday dinner, you see, because that's what we do. Because that's very nice and civilised, isn't it? I digress. So it will be a fabulous welcome for each other and for those who come through the door. And that's all on all the days that people come through the door. And I'm not sure what that will look like, but we will know. God will tell us when the time is right, and we just have to be patient, and we have to know. The guidelines are great, you know. We can look at the guidelines and we can see if they fit for us here at St Paul's. I don't know about you, but I certainly don't want to do communion with a mask and gloves on. What's all that about? I don't want us to sit miles apart. I don't want to put this in place and that in place. Clearly, there will be some things in place, but we don't have to worry too much about that, because it will all unfold, people. Honestly, it will all unfold in God's good time, and we just have to be patient and make sure that we are ready when that time comes. Fabulous welcome coffee and cake. There might be a bit of bubbly as well, non-alcoholic as well, for those of you that don't do that. And vegetarian cakes and gluten-free. We'll have it all. It will all be there, and we'll welcome everyone back, and it will be wonderful. Do you know, I found out a bit of information this morning. I don't know about you, but did you know that pineapples are part of welcoming? Just throw that out there like I do. Yeah. So apparently, years and years ago, when pineapples were actually carved into the entrance of the home, on the door jambs, they've got pineapples carved into the door jambs as a welcome. Some people would have brass door knockers, and they would be in the shape, moving swiftly on, be in the shape of a pineapple, and they'd be attached to the doors. Pineapples were sometimes carved into the design of tables and beds, and I could see that, because actually, again, that if you're sitting at table, then that's a welcome, isn't it? If you've been invited to sit at table. Who's laughing at me? Naughty, naughty, I'm moving swiftly on. Again, like I say, sitting at table, that's another welcome, isn't it? Sit down, I'll bring you a coffee, I'll bring you cake, I'll bring you bread, whichever. That's a welcome. Again, if you're offering people a bed for the evening, that's again a sign of hospitality, isn't it? It's a giving of your time. So the table and the bed are really important sign of welcome. We welcome people for breakfast club. We welcome people for midweek communion. We welcome people for coffee morning. We welcome people, there's just a few of us that meet on a Tuesday morning for prayer, but we welcome people for prayer. Morning, Curly. Good to see you. And so there's breakfast club, there's communion service, there's prayers, there's coffee morning. Actually, we're really very, very busy. And of course, that month of August is a breakfast club. Now, we are still doing our homework on breakfast club. So if you are watching and you have been part of breakfast club, we're trying to think of a way that we can serve you, the community, Clearly, it won't be with a breakfast, but we were thinking that we could do packed lunches and those little packs of cereal boxes in a bag. So you would come in through one door, you would take your bag with your packed lunches in, with your cereal, and then we may well have some other things on the side that you would be allowed to take. It's still doing homework on that and how that will safely be done. And I would really appreciate, Curly, you being in touch with other folk to see how you might think about that. We want to serve you, our community. That's what St. Paul's is all about, welcoming people. I know that there are school vouchers going around as well. So, and I know that. I know the government have done a U-turn, but we want to be here for you. And we want to serve you in the best way possible throughout the month of August. So if you can pass that around, and we'll have a poster outside church as well, because it will be slightly different. It won't be breakfast as such. It will possibly be pick up from 10:30 in the morning, and you'll be coming in one door, picking up your bag and going out of the other. Sadly, there will be no teas or coffees or anything, but we're trying very hard to think about how we can serve you, our community, throughout August. And if that goes well, then we'll think about maybe what else can we do. Sunday mornings, we welcome people, don't we? Sunday evenings, our messy church people once a month on a Saturday, all the things that happen throughout the week. And we're very, very busy, and we love it, and we love to be here for you. So if you know someone, I'd love your feedback, either on St. Paul's page or on my page, or send me an email. Just get a message to me, put a note through the letterbox at the rectory. Just let us know how we can serve you best, because clearly we want to help, but also we want to welcome you in, because that's what we do best. But also we if we can save the money that we would spend in August and do something later on in the year, that's also up there. So please, if you can give me some real good feedback, that would be great, because we would still do that on a Monday morning, probably pick up for an hour from 10:30 onwards. So you would pick up a packed lunch along with other things that would be on the tables. We wouldn't be able to dilly-dally, and you'd go out the west door. And Lucy, give me some feedback on that, please, because and as I've said to Curly, send it out. Let's get the drums beating. Let's see if there's a call for that packed lunch and those little boxes of cereal. We want to help, and we want to make it right. We do. So I've said all that. Yes. So we're still doing homework. So, as we all know, pineapples, especially fresh ones, I'm going back to pineapples. Why? Because, I don't know about you, but when I was little, I never saw a fresh pineapple, ever. Did you? I mean, there were lots of things, wasn't there, that were always in and out of season. Now, we get everything, don't we? We get absolutely everything all through the year. But I know Brussels were never around, and we could never buy them until that first frost had been to make them crispy. So, but anyway, back to pineapples. So pineapples, as you well know, grow in tropical climates, and they weren't available to most people in the world, and they certainly weren't available to us as a family. I can't ever remember a fresh pineapple when I was little, even being in the house. I couldn't. Can you? Because I couldn't remember one. I did remember mine. I had a little smile to my face. I did, because I did remember fruit cocktail in syrup with carnation milk poured onto it, or jelly, a red jelly, strawberry jelly with carnation milk, and bread and butter, always bread and butter. That's why I'm such a bread fiend now, it is, because I was reared on bread. Everything, every meal there was bread. Even at dinner time, you still got the loaf of bread on the table to mop up your gravy. So the only fruit we had was the fruit cocktail, you know, the one with the little cherries in the syrup with the carnation milk, or jelly with carnation milk. So good morning, Mary Ellis, and good morning, Sue Park. So we always had bread. We did. So when people were exploring different parts of the world and they went to the tropical places, they would return from voyage and sometimes they'd bring a pineapple for the king. And sailors often fastened a pineapple to the gatepost as well when they returned from sea. And so as a result of these customs, pineapple has become a sign of welcome. So when we open up, we're definitely going to have pineapple. We're definitely going to have fresh pineapple. Oh, I was really posh. Fruit cocktail in jelly. Yeah, no. Oh, Paula, I'm not sure how very posh it was, really. And it was Sunday tea time. It was. So we had pink salmon sandwiches. We did. We had cucumber and onion. And Pete thought we were posh when I brought him home for Sunday tea, when he came home on leave that after a few weekends, you know, and I took him home like you do. He thought we were really posh. He did, because we got pink salmon sandwiches. We got cucumber and onion in vinegar. How posh was that then, eh? Yeah. And fruit cocktail and carnation milk. Yeah, we were proper posh, weren't we, Paula? Indeed. Yes, indeed. So, and a pineapple. So do we need fruit cocktail when we open up? Fruit cocktail, carnation milk, and definitely a pineapple. So, as you well know, good morning, Mary. Have I said that already? And good morning, Lynn Sabin. Good to see you. Oh, no, I was, yeah, that's what she's saying. We didn't even add tin pineapple. I can't remember tin pineapple at all. Lynn Sabin says she had 8 slices in a can and it was with juice. I think they were always more expensive with juice, though. Everything, because it's like now, isn't it? In fruit juice, everything's more expensive. Oh, you have fruit cocktail with creme fraiche. God, that's even posher, Mary Ellis, isn't it? It is. Oh. Stop for breath. I'm drinking my coffee. Do you like me mug? Do you like me mug? Can you see it? It's WFRA. So it's the Worcestershire and Sherwood Foresters Association. And Pete's part of that from his army days. So first of all, there were a Worcestershire regiment. Then when I met Pete, he was a Sherwood Forester. Then the two came together and they were amalgamated, about that for a word, amalgamated, and they became the Worcestershire and Sherwood Foresters, and now they're the Mercian Regiment. And the reason I've got this mug is, last remembrance, or as near to the 11th of November as we could get, I was up in Derby. I was at Crouch Tram, up there on top of the hill. The rain was lashing down. You can imagine, can't you? The rain was lashing down. It was bitterly cold, and I did a lovely little service of remembrance for the soldiers. So I've got this one, which I use because I think that's the right thing to do when you have lovely things. Right thing to do. And then I've got another one that I won on the raffle a few weeks later when we had to do. And so yeah, so I use this one, but the other one's upstairs in a box. It will come in here at some point because I've still got all my books to bring down to my study. So, but it's looking very nice. And when you come for a cup of coffee, when you can, it will be very nice. It will. Good morning, Isha. And Judith Beardsmore, spam sandwiches, yeah, spam sandwiches, sliced peaches and condensed milk. I think that's a bit different, isn't it? That's a bit different, carnation. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Good to see you, Isha, pressing the button. Well done. Thank you. Thank you. So, like I say, there's all kinds of welcomes, and you know that as well as I do. You can have a wave, can't you? And a smile. We're waving lots, aren't we? We're waving lots. We're shouting lots over fences. Sometimes if I pop a magazine, a newsletter through the door, you can, as I'm coming out the gate, you know, someone will wave to me, which is wonderful. You know, how you doing? And we have a little moment. That was good. We had a little moment last time I delivered the newsletter to Afro. We had a little moment. So it's all kinds. So you might have a bouquet of flowers, might you? If someone's got a new house, so get your thinking caps on for Liz's new house. If you've got a new house, you might take some flowers round. Or you might take some cake. Or you might take a meal. I've done that before. I've took chili or shepherd's pie or something where people can just dig in and eat it when they're trying to unpack all those lovely all those lovely boxes, and you think that you've got that in there, and of course we all know how the story goes, don't we? Oh, Mary, your dad was in the Sherwood Foresters. Yeah, it was a good time. Was a good time. Pete decided that he didn't want to do that anymore. I loved it, of course. You can imagine, can't you? Yeah, it was right up my street. But there you go. So, whether we're taking round bouquets of flowers, bunches of flowers, bouquets of flowers, sound like Mrs. Bucket. Or maybe bake a cake, or take that shepherd's pie round. All manner of things to say, welcome, we're glad you're here. How wonderful when we can do that, isn't it? For each other. Oh, welcome, we're glad to be here, and we're glad you're here too. So that got me to thinking as well, in these socially distance times, as we keep our distance from one another in as much as we can, when we can't welcome each other in the way we would like, or for me, hugging and kissing, love too. It's a tough call, isn't it? And that did get me to wondering how we're doing then in our walk with Jesus. Because I don't know about you, but you can get really easily distracted, can't you? Because I can. Good morning, Mary Yard. Oh, bless you. Thank you. So, yes, thank you. Compliment accepted. You have to accept all compliments, because they're good for you. They're good. Yeah, so thank you, Mary Gad, for that. That's lovely. And they're all lovely too, It rubs off both ways. It acts both ways. It rubs off on me because they're lovely, and then I rub off on them, and that's the relationship we've got, a lovely one. So it's just great. But it is a tough call, isn't it? And it can be a tough call to keep our walk with Jesus, our relationship with Jesus going. Because we can be so easily distracted now, can't we? Because we're not in the building. And I know we don't need the building to be following Jesus. I know all that, but things are different, and we have to think more for ourselves and more how that walk is going to be a close one. So in these times, we can actually start, can't we, to feel socially distanced. We can feel that because we can't gather together, we have to find new ways of seeking him out. Oh, thank you, Mary. Thank you for saying my hair looks lovely. Yeah, I'm not going to have it cut. I'm not going to go shorter. I'm going because can just do that, can't you? Grab the clip and it's all gone. It's great. It was particularly great on Wednesday and Friday when I was falling apart at the seams because it was far too hot. So, socially distance from Jesus. And I was wondering, do we need a moment then to think about that? Do we need a moment to think, how is actually my relationship with Jesus in these times? Is it different? Have we made more of an effort to stick close, to do our readings, to have conversations with people? Maybe you've been fortunate enough to get into a Zoom, because I know not everybody who watches is part of St. Paul's. Have you managed to get into a Zoom study group? We're actually thinking about starting another group. So more about that in the next newsletter. I'm not going to steal Pauline and Philip's thunder. But how's it going for you? Because if you're feeling socially distanced from Jesus, you will have to find new ways for you. Now, I can tell you till the cows come home how I do it, right? I shut myself off. Sometimes I can shut myself off in a room full of people when my family are around, or not, as the case may be. So it's about finding your way, how you might be reading a book, it might be reading your Bible, it might be sitting in prayer, it might be walking in prayer. They're all acceptable. Every way is acceptable as long as we don't socially distance ourselves from Jesus. So I think when we've got all this strife, we can be forgiven, really, can't we? That Jesus gets put to one side a bit because we're fearful and we're sad and we're loads of other emotions as well. It depends what day it is, doesn't it? What emotion you've got really going on. It's that corona coaster, isn't it? You up, down, round, about. Dear me. So we have to try and manage ourselves, because it might be an absent-minded thing that we've put him on one side. We've socially distanced ourselves because we can't find a way forward. Hang on in there. Look for him. Look for him and you will find him. It's biblical. Seek him. Seek God. So, and Pat has said, look, and I'm going to add that comment as well. Pat saying, great to be close to Jesus when you're socially distanced from everyone else. So it's vital, because it makes you not fearful. She says it's vital, isn't it, to keep that relationship going. And we can forget in the midst of it what it is we need to be doing. We need to be sticking close, however you choose to do that. So, because, you know, I've talked about welcome, haven't I? I've talked about pineapples, talked about fruit salad and everything else. All that pales into insignificance for the welcome that Jesus has for each one of us. That carved pineapple is great. That welcome is fabulous. But you know, Jesus offers us his very self. Much more than fruit salad and pineapple. Much more than bread. Although he is the bread of life, and we're not going to go there today. So the welcome that we give each other and will give each other, well, it's first part, isn't it, of welcome. Well, that's nothing compared to the welcome that Jesus has for each one of us. You'll have seen him with his arms open wide, because that's how he hung on the cross. But he has his arms open wide for each and every one of us. He's waiting. And if we choose to socially distance ourselves, we do ourselves a great disservice. He has his arms wide open. And he's waiting, ready to receive you, to welcome you. Come on, he says, come in. You know, the Bible tells us that anyone who receives Jesus, he says, whoever receives me receives the one who sent me. Who sent Jesus? God the Father. And so now we have God the Father, Jesus the Son, guided by the Holy Spirit. The three in one. But that has to be, as always, a two-way thing, doesn't it? It's two ways. Relationships. You need to relate, don't you? He knows each one of us. And you and me are no exception. There are no exceptions. He knows all about us. He knows everything about you. Even if you think he doesn't, then he definitely does. And he still wants to welcome us. He still wants to welcome you. You have to welcome him into your life. Maybe today is a good day to seek him out. That's another thing that the Bible tells us to do. Seek God first. Look for God first. And he will welcome you with those open arms. We do have to continue to socially distance ourselves from each other, because that's the right and proper thing to do. We will never have to socially distance ourselves from Jesus. And says, she sings, be bold, be strong, for the Lord our God is with you. No social distancing there. Have to want it as much as Jesus wants you to be in his life. Then it has to be the same. You have to ask him, welcome. Come, welcome. I just leave that there, I think. I think, as well, you should still stay home. You should still stay safe. And you should still stay well. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face to shine upon you and all those you love and care for and cannot see at this moment. The Lord be gracious to you and give you his peace. We ask for this blessing in the name of God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Spirit. Amen. I've still got coffee in my cup. I'm happy to hang about for a little while. Stay safe. Amen. Thank you, Eileen. Good to see you all pressing your buttons. It's lovely that you come and join me. Thank you. Amen, ladies. And you're very welcome, Lynn Sabin. Eileen, I think I'm going to keep it this colour, you know. I think I'm going, because we're allowed to go, aren't we, next week on the 6th, I think I'm going. Yes, it is the 6 because the spray has, it's got, but I think I'm going to keep it this colour because this is just fade, 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 you know, with a bit of that coloured hairspray around that area. God knows. He really does. So I don't mind you knowing because God knows. So, yeah, I think I'm going to keep it this colour and I might have a fewer highlights. Yeah, yeah. Although, Eileen, I do like yours lighter as well. How are you feeling, Eileen? Are you okay? Come on in, Nicole. I know my long hair. Look at it now. It's down here. I'm going to have it. I'm only just going to have it trimmed though. I am. I'm not going to have it cut. I'm not going to have it shorter because it's just so easy when it's longer. Put the brush through it and stick a clip in it. What's not to like? Although it is due. I mean, obviously it was a long time, February. So, yeah. I know I love being on here, Lindsay, Ben. I do, because it just helps us to connect, doesn't it? It just helps us to be together for that little moment, isn't it? That little moment. So I'm really pleased about that. So on Wednesday, not that I'm trying to tell you what to do, but on Wednesday, let me just take you round, look. So I've had the study decorated, right? That's my little window at the side, and that's got, oh, are you still there, Tracy? I'll walk around, and then I'll show you proper on, so Tracy, I've printed off your, oh, I don't know how you do that. Can I show you that way? I printed it off, Tracy. Can you see it? I've printed it off. I thought it was very beautiful and I'm absolutely going to find a frame for that and I'm going to put it on my study wall. So my little light needs a bit of a fix, really. It's got, that's my little blind because that's a bit of a nuisance, that window. It just has to have a little blind in. It does. So what have I got here? I've got a desk. Oh, I don't know how to do it. Oh, yeah. Oh, can you see my lovely picture? I'll tell you that after. I've got a desk there. Oh, look at me lovely windowsill. Got a little candle on there. I'm going along. Let me have a look. Am I showing you proper? Yeah. So Rosa bought me that. All you need is love. And then if you look very closely, I think you can see 2 little turtle doves. They've come from New York. Am I showing you? They've come from New York. They have, look, right down there. They're supposed to hang on a tree, but they're so very beautiful. Kelly and Steve bought me them when they went to New York. So that's me other little, that's me, my little thing there, look. I've got little bits on there. That's what Rosa painted a long, long time ago when she was about 6. And I just keep my pens and my colours in there. This little, let's have a look. We're doing it. Oh, I don't think I can show. Oh, that's my lamp. So let me go further down. That's what Kelly bought me. The 2 little birdies with a love heart. That was from charity shop up top. I really like that. That's lovely. And this is my little people. Can you see my little people? Oh, you probably can't. I'll probably have to turn the thing round, won't I? Let me see if I can show you and this beautiful picture, which I've had for a very long time now. Lots of people have seen this picture because I just adore it. It's a beautiful version of the 23rd Psalm, the Lord's my shepherd, I'll not want. Can you see the lamb? It's just great. Just great. So it's still a bit bare, really, because my books aren't down. They aren't, but they will be. They will be. I've got a mirror. I'll keep looking at my long blonde hair. And I've got, let's see if I can do it. I've got one of these, what I always wanted, and I don't know how to show you it. Oh, silly I am. I can't do it. I've got a globe as well I want to show you, but I don't know how to show it you. I don't know. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. I've got a globe. I've always wanted a globe. And I'll be able to see where I'm never going to go. So my little people, I hope I showed you them. My little people, they came from the auction. I mean, everybody thought I was crazy. They did. They said, what on earth do you want that for? You know what? If you remind me, thank you, Pat. It is a lovely view of the church. It is. It's, to be fair. Can I do it? Can I show you the church? Oh. Not sure I can. I'll try and figure it out for Wednesday. But yes, I'm half in. All my books need to come down from upstairs now, but I'm half in. I'm doing okay. I'm liking it lots. I'll like it even more when I've got a few more things. Oh, I've got that lovely prayer. Look, that's in the... oh, there it is. There's church. I can see it now. Yeah. Oh, there you go. There's St. Paul's. There you go. And if I come back round to the windowsill, that's my candle, and that's my serenity prayer. You'll find that in the newsletter this time. You will. Yes. Because sometimes we just have to go with the flow, don't we? We do. There's things that we would like to change, but we can't. So we have to just suck it up and get on with it. Yeah, my little people, I've bought them in here because I love them, and I've got a little table that sits by my two-seater sofa. So let me have a look, see if I can show you my sofa. Yes, I've got a little two-seater sofa there. I've got some cushions from B&M. They were very nice. And then my little table with my little people on. Am I showing you there then? Yeah, there. So they're my cushions. Oh, that's my very lovely... that's the picture that I used the other week when I was talking to you about Father, Son and Holy Spirit. It's my little people. And I've got a Bible on that table when I sit there. And then I'm also, when you come and you have a cup of coffee, you'll have somewhere to put your cup, which is always useful, isn't it? So I've got... Did. So yeah, we're doing all right. We are. We're doing all right. I've got a shredder. You'll be pleased to know. Oh, thank you, Eileen. Well, you paint and make beautiful things, don't you? You know what we'll do as well, Eileen? That little banner that I wanted you to do ages back, that Be Still one, we'll have a go at that, eh? When we get back into it, won't we? We will. Won't come too close with the camera. It's a bit scary, isn't it, when you get too close? Especially when you look down. When you're trying to put your mascara on and you're looking down. Whoa, it's not good. Yes, we need some silk. Well, we'll have a conversation when and we'll have a new banner, courtesy of you, Eileen. I'll get all the stuff. You tell me what we need, and we'll have a beautiful new banner to be still. Because I think that's probably what we're learning, isn't it? We're learning to be still. We are. We're learning to take it easy. And it's a hard lesson for some of us, you know, taking it easy. Because everybody's got a different way to take it easy, haven't they? See, I have to walk, so to take it easy. sitting don't bode well with me, but walking is great. So there's lots of times now when I put my trainers on without the dog and go for a walk with my trainers on, with my dress. Because I always used to get tugged up to walk the dog, you know, in my joggers and my big coat. And you don't need that. This like now, do you? Because it's not that cold, but you do. Yeah, I don't bother much with that because we're not out long enough now. So, but I still put my trainers on because they're really good for your feet and really do need to. Yeah, so we need some material and we need some silk. And Pete bought in, oh, this is what he bought in. Oh, did this show my candles? My candles were from my girlie Lisa for Christmas. They were on the windowsill. Which way are we doing? That way? That way? Oh. Let me see. I can't see because the sun's shining. You can still see in St Paul's. That's good enough, isn't it? Here is my, that's my ordination. That's when I was at St Paul's and we went off. No, just before I came to St Paul's with Bishop Paul, first Bishop Paul, wonderful man. And then moving along, my little candles there, which need new candles in. That's what Lisa bought me for Christmas. Pete thought this would look. Can you see it? It's a nativity scene. So I've left it on the windowsill for now. And find a little pot for it somewhere. Find something. We've got some very nice pots though, out the front this year. Keep remembering to water them as well. They're lovely. I've got a good bit of rubbish as well. And we'll try and move that as well. Oh yes, that sounds great actually. I like that idea, Eileen. Let's do it together. Yes, because we're better together, aren't we? Definitely. We could maybe make a big, we could make that and then maybe we could make something together to mark our welcome back, couldn't we? Together, definitely. Yes. Yeah. Brilliant. Pete said it's cold today. I didn't think it was. Do you think it's cold? I don't think so. It's because I've walked the dog. I've delivered some newsletters and then I came back and got ready and it's like my feet haven't touched the ground. Well, they have now, of course. I'm not hanging in midair. And I've got a silly rug on the floor down here, which has been around for a long time. Can you see the rug? It's just a plain grey one to go on top of the carpet, the grey carpet. But I don't think I'm going to be able to keep this because each time you walk on it, it does a walk itself. It's mad. It's mad. You know what? We could have a day. We could have a craft day, couldn't we? Different tables doing different things. Ooh, I'd say. I'm already on a roll. It's a brilliant idea, isn't it, Pat? It's Eileen's idea. Because we're better together, aren't we? Better together. Yeah, you see there, that little bit there. Crouch Memorial Tower. That's me there. That's where I was in the freezing cold and the pouring rain in my robes with nothing else. Just wet through. But it's all in a good cause. And so that's good. All right, Lynn. You take good care. Have a good day, Lynn Sabin. And we'll see you Wednesday. Oh, bless. We're going to have a bit in the newsletter as well, I think, next time about the co-op and how great they've been, how much they've supported us. I was just about to say Judith Beardsmore has been amazing. and continues to be amazing with the fundraising. So thank you, Judith. Love you too, and we'll see you Wednesday. God bless. I've got somewhere to put all my papers and everything. I've got a little desk. My desk isn't very big. It's just quite little. That was from the auction as well. That was from... oh, you can see my sofa there, look. See my hand with my papers in. Oh, that's it. That's it. Oh, my robes are there as well, look. I got a bit of yellow. I thought I just needed to break up the grey because the whole house really is quite grey and black. You sort of stick with it, don't you? So, and that's a little, that there is a bed settee. Yeah, I got that off the selling page, but it's absolutely brand new and it's beautiful. So, yeah, so we're going round. The drawers won't be there. And, of course, got my little boy's car seat. Sits there for the moment. All right, guys, I can see you're fading because you need to have some lunch, I'm sure, or at least peel a potato or whatever it is you're going to do for lunch. You can go and do it now. You're fading fast now. So, good to be with you. Have a good day, everyone. And see you Wednesday at 11 o'clock. Be here or be square. It's good to be with you. God bless. There you go. Down, down, down. In your little numbers. Go and enjoy the day, whatever it is you're going to do. Or indeed, not do. Take good care, Eileen. I hope you're feeling better. I do. Okay, guys and gals, good people, I will see you on Wednesday at 11 o'clock. Please pray about the way we can help people. Please prayerfully think about what we're going to do in August that will make a difference to our community, because that's what we're here for, isn't it? To make a difference. Okay. Love and blessings and prayers to each and every one of you. See you Wednesday. God bless. Good morning, Yvonne Swain. I was just about to press finish then. Good morning, Yvonne Swain, and you, Emily. Good to see you both. I'm just about to pop off, but you can get me almost immediately. Just tap onto St Paul's Facebook page. Don't forget it goes onto St Paul's website as well. And don't forget our 10 o'clock service, which is indeed pre-recorded. So you'll be able to watch that and then you can catch up with me as well. Okay, take good care, everyone. Good to see you too, Joe Kellum. We're just about done. We've been on for a good long while today. And Beth and Wilcox, good to see you too. It's really great to see you all. And I'm just going to pop off now. And you make sure that you catch me as it rolls on. Okay. Back here on Wednesday at 11. And we'll speak to you soon. God bless now. Bye-bye.